Good morning, children. So, Lalita ma'am is back again with another topic in periodic classification of elements. Okay, already I have uploaded 3 videos from the topic of periodic classification of elements. So, today I am going to tell you all about the elements which belongs to B category in long form of periodic table. Okay, long form of periodic table consists of, you all have learnt in my previous video also it was being taught. What is that? It consists of 18 vertical columns which are called as what? Groups, and 7 horizontal rows which are called as periods. Okay, so in that we have learnt about elements which belongs to category A. Okay, now groups which belongs to category A. Okay, those are alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, boron family, carbon family, okay, nitrogen family, oxygen family, halogens, aerogens. We have already learnt about these groups which belongs to category A. In previous video we have learnt about these. Now in this video we are going to learn about the groups which belongs to category B, and along with that we also will learn how to identify the position of elements in periodic table. Okay, so what is the topic for today? Elements or groups of category B. Groups of category B in periodic table. Which periodic table? Long form of periodic table. Okay, long form of periodic table. So this is our topic for today. A very important topic, and questions you will be getting from this topic. Okay, mostly you can expect XYZ questions from this topic. That's why it is very important for all of you to understand and how to identify which element belongs to which group and which period. Okay, so let us learn about that. So groups of category B. Okay, so actually groups of category B consists of elements in which the differentiating electron enters into d orbital. Please understand carefully. In category A we have learnt, in category A we have learnt elements consists of what? Elements consists of last orbit in which electrons are being filled only in S and P subshells. Okay, now elements consists of last orbits being filled with what? Being filled with last orbits being filled with S and P subshells only. S and P subshells only. Any group which belongs to category A, if you observe the last orbit, okay, now last orbit is being filled with what? Electrons only in S and P subshells. Isn't it or not? You can take examples. Like if you take example of 1A group elements. 1A group elements we have learnt the general configuration is NS1. Isn't it or not? General configuration. Like for example potassium, if you take 19, its configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. So last orbit valence shell is filled in which orbital or in which subshell? It has been filled only in S subshell. Or you can take example of elements which are in P subshell. You can take, suppose if you take aluminium atomic number is 13. Okay, if you write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. Here also, last orbit is being filled, electrons are being filled only in s and p subshells. So what all the elements which belongs to A category, okay now, which belongs to A category, in all those elements, last orbit is being filled only in s and p subshells. Okay, now if you are going to speak about elements which belongs to category B, okay, in such elements, all the electrons, okay, all the last orbit electrons are starts to enter into D subshell also. Okay, so that is why they are categorized as what? B, category B. Okay, now elements of or groups of category B. Okay, groups of category A consist of what? Once again I am repeating. Groups of category A consist of elements consist of last orbit being filled only in S and P subshells. Now in category B, okay, last orbit electrons, or in other words we say differentiating electron enters into D subshell, and all those elements are categorized under B category, right? So let us see some examples. Okay, generally what is the first element which starts to fill D subshell? Like that also questions will be coming. So the answer is what? Scandium. If you take scandium, okay, atomic number is 21. What is Sc? Scandium. Scandium atomic number is 21. Okay, if you write the electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1. So 3d starts entering. Okay, with which element? Means you will write scandium. From scandium onwards, d orbital starts to fill. Okay, so that is why you are calling it as what? Differentiating electron entering into D subshell. Okay, so d orbital starts from which element? Means scandium, you can say, isn't it? So here you can see d orbital is being filled. So whatever is written last, okay, once please understand carefully, whatever be the last orbit, here what is the last orbit? Last orbit is 4s. 4s2 is the last orbit. 3d is written last. Whatever is written last is not last orbit. Okay now, after third orbit only fourth orbit will be existing, isn't it or not? Fourth orbit will exist after third orbit only. That means here last orbit is what? Fourth orbit only. Okay, so last orbit, that orbit number or that shell number will gives you the what we call fourth orbit. Here 4s is the last orbit, isn't it? So period number will be 4. Please understand carefully. Last orbit is 4s2. Okay, that means period number in which that particular element is existing is fourth period. Okay, now what about group number? Number of valence electrons will gives you the group number of that element. Okay, suppose if it is a d block element, because differentiating electron entering into d orbital, you call it as what? D block element. So for D block elements, you have to add the s electrons of last orbit and d electrons of last but one shell. Please understand the points carefully. Here s electrons of last orbit, how many are there? 2 are there. Okay, to find the group number, okay, to find the group number for elements of category B, which elements belongs to category B? Where the differentiating electron is entering into D subshell All those elements comes under category B. Okay, to find the group number for elements of category B, what we have to do? Okay, you have to add, okay, electrons of S electrons, better I write S electrons of last orbit, S electrons of last orbit, S electrons of last orbit plus D electrons of last but one shell, D electrons of last but one shell will gives you the group number of that particular element. Period number is the orbit number, whichever is the last orbit, that itself is the period number, okay, for that particular element. Please understand carefully, we will learn with some examples. Okay, so here S electrons of last orbit, here last orbit is 4s, and in that S electrons how many are there? 2 are there. So S electrons of last orbit are 2 plus D electrons of last but one shell. Here last but one shell means what? Last shell is fourth shell. Last but one means what? Before shell. Please understand, certain words are also there for it. Ultimate shell means last orbit. Penultimate shell means last but one shell. Here D electrons of last but one shell. Last but one shell is 3, third orbit. In that D electrons only, not S electrons and P electrons. Don't count them. Only D electrons of last but one shell. Okay. So D electrons of last but one shell is 1. So 2 plus 1. How much you are getting? 3. Okay. So group number of scandium is what? Third B group. Third B group. Okay. D electrons of last but one shell plus S electrons of last orbit. You have to add those two to get what? To get group number. Please understand carefully. Okay, to get the group number of any element. Okay, add the S electrons of last orbit and D electrons of last but one shell. But here you have one condition you have to follow. Okay, by adding these two numbers, if you get the number less than 8, that number itself will be the group number of that element. Suppose if you get exactly 8, then 8th B group, that element belongs to 8th B group. Even if you get more than 8, okay, by adding these two, S electrons and D electrons, by adding these two, if you get sometimes more than 8, then also you should write the group number of so and so element to be of 8th B group only. Please understand carefully what I am saying. Okay, let us see some examples. Okay, what I am saying, if you add that two numbers, if you get less than 8, whatever the number you are getting, that itself will be the group number of that element. Suppose if you are getting exactly 8, by adding these two, if you are getting exactly 8, then that element belongs to 8th B group. If you are getting more than 8, okay, now if you are getting more than 8, then also you have to write the group number of that element to be 8th B group only. And unless all the D electrons are completely filled. D orbital's capacity is how many electrons? 10 electrons. Okay, if all the 10 electrons are filled, then again you have to count only S electrons. See how many rules are there? We will learn with examples. Okay, please understand it carefully. So scandium group number we got it 3B. After scandium you will get titanium. Titanium atomic number is 22. You have written 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d2. Okay, this is the configuration for titanium. So period number is what? Here last orbit is 4s. So period number is 4th period. Okay, period number no problem for us. Period number is last orbit number. Last orbit number. Here last orbit is 4s. So fourth period. Fourth period. There is no problem with identifying period number. Okay. The problem is only with identifying group number. Okay. Then group number for titanium is what? Group number for titanium. Okay, now what is the group number for titanium? Here s electrons of last orbit. Okay, s electrons how many? S electrons 2. D electrons? S electrons are 2. And here D electrons are how many? Those are also 2 only. Isn't it or not? See here. Once see with the example. What I am saying, to find the group number, I am asking you to add s electrons of last orbit and d electrons of last but one shell. So s electrons are 2 and d electrons of third orbit, last but one shell is third orbit. Those are also 2 only. D electrons of last but one shell. Okay, those are also 2 only. So 2 plus 2 is how much? 4. So fourth B group. Titanium belongs to what? Fourth B group. Why we are saying B group? Because d orbital is also filled. Please understand carefully. If d orbital is also filled, you call them as element of category B only. Okay. Suppose if you keep writing like this. Okay. Let us take the example of iron. Iron. Atomic number is how much? 26. Okay. So if you write the electronic configuration for iron, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d6. Isn't it or not? So if you add these top numbers, all these top numbers if you add, you will get the atomic number. Isn't it? So 4s2, 3d6. So period number is how much? Period number for iron. Period number is fourth period because last orbit is fourth orbit. Please understand carefully. Whatever is written last is not last. Isn't it? Because fourth orbit comes after third orbit only, no. So last orbit is fourth orbit only here. Okay. So period number is 4 because last orbit is fourth orbit. Now coming to group number. Coming to group number. What I said you to do? Add the s electrons of last orbit and d electrons of last but one shell. Okay. So s electrons. S electrons how many? 2. D electrons of last but one shell how many? D electrons are how many? 6. Okay. I am asking you to add those 2. So 2 plus 6. How much you are getting? 8 you are getting. Okay now. 2 plus 6, 8. So, iron belongs to which group? 8th B group. D electrons are filled. That's why it belongs to B category group. Okay. So, 2 plus 6 you are getting 8. So, iron belongs to what? 8th B group. Okay. Suppose if you go for cobalt or nickel. Okay. Cobalt and nickel. You all must by heart the elements, atomic numbers up to 30 elements at least. Okay, up to class 10, up to 30 elements you all must by heart. Okay, so suppose if you go for cobalt. Cobalt atomic number is 27. Cobalt atomic number is 27. If you write the electronic configuration for it, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d7. Okay now. 4s2, 3d7. Right? So here last orbit period number is how much? As usual fourth period. Period number is 4. Now coming to group number. What I said you to do? Group number is to add s electrons of last orbit and d electrons of last but one shell. Here s electrons of last orbit how many? 2 electrons plus d electrons of last but one shell. Here last but one shell is 3d only. So for that d electrons how many? 7. 2 plus 7 how much you are getting? You are getting 9. But you don't have 9th B group in our periodic table. So what you will write is, you will write cobalt belongs to 8th B group only. That's what we were specifying. Okay na? 3 columns, iron, cobalt, nickel. Okay. So 3 columns are there. Totally 9 elements are there. Okay na? In periodic table, which are considered to be 8th B group elements. Okay. Even though 3 vertical columns are there, all that 3 vertical columns are together termed as 8th B group elements only. Okay na? And they all are what? Coinage metals. Coinage metals. Those elements are being used to make coins. Okay. So group number, here we got 9. But we don't write it as 9th B group. 9th B group, no, that is not existing. Okay, even if you get more than 8 or exactly 8, then also you write the group number as what? 8th B group only. So cobalt belongs to which group? 8th B group only. Okay, even same like that nickel. Nickel 28. Last orbit what you will get? 4s2 3d8. 4s2 3d8 you will get. Okay. So by adding 2 plus 8, how much you will be getting? 10 you will get. So is it belongs to 10th B group? No. It belongs to 8th B group only. If you get 8 by adding 2, by adding these two, if you get 8 also, it belongs to 8th B group only. If you are getting more than 8, then also they belongs to 8th B group only. Okay. Until when? Until D subshell is completely filled with all 10 electrons. That condition is also to be applied. Please remember. Okay. Until when D subshell is filled with 8 electrons here. Here 8 plus 2, 10 you will get. But 10th B group won't be there. Okay now. 2 plus 8 is how much? 10. Then 10th B group. No, that's wrong. What is the group number of nickel? Okay. 1s2 2s2 2p6, 3s2 3p6, 4s2 3d8. Right? 10th B group won't exist. Okay, this is wrong. So, it belongs to what? 8th B group only. 8th B group only. Okay. Now coming to copper. Copper and zinc. How to identify the group number for copper and zinc? Let us see. Copper, you all know 29 atomic number and it has anomalous electronic configuration. Do you remember? Anomalous configuration. Okay, 1s2 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d10. This is the speciality for copper. Okay, here s orbital is half filled and d orbital is completely filled. Please remember that point. Orbitals which are having half filled and completely filled subshells are highly stable. Okay, and this kind of configuration you call it as what? Anomalous electronic configuration. So copper is having what? 4s1 3d10. So for copper period number is how much? 4th period only. Copper period number is 4th period. Now coming to group number. Group number. Here d electrons are completely filled. Remember that point always. If d electrons are completely filled, don't count that electrons at all. If d electrons are completely filled, don't count that electrons. Just count s electrons of last orbit itself. Okay. D is completely filled. Here D is completely filled. D is what? Completely filled. So don't count those electrons. If D is completely filled, don't count that electrons. Don't count that electrons. Don't count that electrons. Repeatedly I am telling, please remember. Don't count. Then count only the s electrons of last orbit only. Now s electrons of last orbit. S electrons how many? S electrons of last orbit. Only one. 4s1. 3D I am saying not to count. 3D don't count. Count only s electrons of last orbit. How many you are getting? Only 1. So group number of copper is how much? Group number for copper 1b group. Please remember, group number for copper how much? Very, very, very important point. 1b group. Group number of copper how much? 1b group. You can take even zinc. Zinc if you take, there also you will find d electrons are completely filled. Isn't it? D electrons are completely filled. Zinc you take. 30 atomic number. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. Here also d electrons are completely filled. Okay na? D completely filled. Means what? Means what? D orbital capacity itself is 10 electrons and all 10 electrons are filled. Okay. So don't count then. Count only s electrons of last orbit. Here s electrons of last orbit are 2. Period number is 4. Okay na? Period number is what? Last orbit number. Period number is last orbit number. Isn't it? Period number is last orbit number. That is 4. And group number is what? Count only s electrons of last orbit. Okay na? Group number s electrons of last orbit. If D is completely filled, don't count. Please remember that point. Don't count those electrons. Don't count those electrons. Okay? Count only s electrons of last orbit. S electrons of last orbit. So how many you are getting? 2. So zinc belongs to what? Second B group. Zinc belongs to second B group. Isn't it? So this is how you can identify the position of elements, okay, in periodic table. Okay. Suppose if they are category A, then also the number of valence electrons will give the group number and what we call last orbit number will gives you the period number. Okay. Even they are A category groups also. Okay. Suppose if I take randomly one example, okay, you have to try and give the answer to me in comment section. Okay. Please, I want you all to be more interactive and I'm looking forward for best comments, okay, for my videos. Okay. So please, let us see. Nitrogen let us take. Atomic number is 7. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, 2 plus 2, 4. Okay, now last orbit is what? 2s2, 2p3. Period number is how much? Period number is last orbit number. Period number is what? Last orbit number. Second orbit is a last orbit. So period number is 2. Second period. Nitrogen's period number is 2. And group number is how much? Group. Okay. Number of valence electrons. This here you are not finding D electrons. So it belongs to, this element is of category A. Isn't it or not? Here you are not finding D electrons. If d electrons not there, it belongs to what? Category A. Okay, which we have learnt previously. Once again recall. Okay, so number of valence electrons, how many? 2 plus 3, 5. So group number is 5th A group. Nitrogen is what? 5th A group. Okay, same like that. You can take any example. A little bit bigger example. Let us take a little bit bigger example. Shall we write the atomic number for silver? Okay, Ag. 47. Atomic number for silver is what? 47. Okay, if you write the configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. Up to here zinc. 30 electrons finished. More 17 electrons. After 3d, what will come? 4p6, 3d after 4p, 5s. Okay, 5s, isn't it? 5s, now 5s1. Okay, 4p6, 5s1, right? Is it so? 30 plus 6, 36 plus 1, 37, right? Now last orbit is what? Last orbit is 5th orbit. Last orbit is 5th orbit. So period number is what? For silver, period number is 5th period. For silver, period number is 5th period. Now what about group number? Here d electrons are there, but d electrons are there in anti-penultimate shell. What we said? Count the number of s electrons of last orbit and d electrons of last but one shell. Okay, so last but one shell, d electrons are not there only here. Last but one shell is what? 4th orbit. Last orbit is 5th orbit. Last but one means before one is what? 4th orbit. D electrons are not there. Okay, so only 5s1, 1b group. Okay, so period number is 5th period and group number is what? S electrons of last orbit plus S electrons of last orbit plus d electrons of last but one shell. D electrons of last but one shell. Okay, so here s electrons of last orbit only 1 plus d electrons of last but one shell 0. So it belongs to what? 1b group. Silver belongs to 1b group. Okay now, copper, silver, gold. Okay, similarly zinc, cadmium, mercury, all these belongs to second B group. Okay, so like that you can identify the position of any element if it is given, and you can even also identify whether that particular element belongs to category A or it belongs to category B. Anything you can identify like this. Okay, so you can take several examples like this. Right, I am rubbing the board now. Okay, so group number, period number, whether it belongs to A category or it belongs to B category, everything can be identified with the help of electronic configuration of elements. Okay now, so your homework is to find the find the group number and period number for the following elements. Homework. For your homework is find the group number and period number for rhodium RH, atomic number 45, palladium 46, Okay, and for platinum 78, for platinum 78, and for gold 79. This is your homework. You should find what? Group number and period number. You are going to give answers to me in comment section. Okay, so whether they belongs to category A or category B, that also you need to mention. Okay, so this is all about what? Position of elements in periodic table. How to identify group number and period number of any element in periodic table. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video up to here, and in the next class we'll continue with the next topic of periodic classification of elements. Okay, thanks for watching and keep learning continuously. Okay, your hard work is your superpower. Okay, so keep doing hard work. Okay, success definitely comes in your way. Right, thanks for watching and bye.